everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy and I'm a full-time reseller. On today's video, I am going to go over sales from January 6th through the 12th. Sales were a little bit slow, not as bad as last week. I didn't have any sales on Depop, which was kind of strange. I don't know what's going on there. Sales could be down because of just kind of what's going on in the country. There was a big snowstorm that kind of left people stranded at their houses. There was absolutely devastating fires in California, which I believe are still burning. My heart, it goes out to everybody in that area that's affected. I can't even imagine what that would feel like, what that would be like. I would not wish that upon anyone. I did look into if there was any places that were looking for donated clothing to be sent to them. From what I'm kind of seeing right now, it's becoming too much that they're getting for like actual physical goods, and right now a lot of the places are looking for actual money so they can spend it on what they need, and it's a little bit more streamlined. So if you're interested in that, definitely make sure that whoever you're donating to is legit. This is the time when a bunch of scammers come out. Make sure you do your due diligence on anyone that you are going to be donating money to. So with this week, Mercari was a little bit slower. On Poshmark was about the same. I did do closet clear out on Sunday yesterday. I think I got a couple sales from that. There was one, I love when this happens. I had dropped the prices, I think 20%, 15, I can't remember what it was. So then the buyer will get the shipping discount. So this lady came back. I had already dropped the price. She wanted it for 50% from that lower price, and I just kept denying it, and she'd like go up $2, and then it was like not 5 minutes later someone came in and bought it. I absolutely love when that happens. On eBay was pretty steady. I do still have those two sales running, the 50% off and the 30% off on winter Christmas type items. And then Depop, 0 sales. I don't know why that is. I did put about 200 items 30% off on Depop, like the stuff I've had listed the longest. I've heard that that is a good thing to do like Thursday, Friday, and then into the weekend when people are getting paid. It will send out another notification to anyone that has liked that item. But for whatever reason, I didn't get any sales. There were a lot of offers that were sent to me, but just never paid. So I don't know what's going on there. Something completely off topic. I have been switching to tea, drinking tea during the day as opposed to having another cup of coffee, just because I'm trying to cut the calories of, I'm someone that does use creamer. For tea, the ones that are caffeinated, I don't put anything extra in there. Maybe a little honey every once in a while, but for the most part, I don't. It's definitely been going well. I feel like it's not as strong as the coffee that I make, but it gives me enough energy to kind of get through the day. I normally was a night tea drinker, chamomile, lemon, spearmint, that kind of stuff to just kind of relax you and get ready for bed. But I'm definitely digging the tea during the day. This was a new blend to me. It was like a winter mix. It's kind of like spicy citrus. Very good. So if you're someone that is a big coffee drinker, maybe try tea. I know tea isn't for everyone. It definitely has its own acquired taste, but you can kind of spruce it up with putting fresh citrus in there or honey. Okay, so back to why you guys are here on this video. I will scoot over and show you my sales for the week. Starting on Poshmark, this was a Madewell. It had like a gauzy material feel to it, a V-neck. This was a 3X. I picked this up at the bins. It did have a small like grease stain on the front. Dawn dish soap is the best for set-in stains. I put a little bit of that on there with a little bit of peroxide, let it sit for a little bit, put it in the wash, and it came right out. This did end up going for $17. Next up is a pair of Eddie Bauer fleece-lined pants. These came in a Help See Source box. I don't even know. It must have been last winter at this point, if not the one before that. I think it was just last winter. $34.30, just a good, hiking pair of pants. These did go for an offer of $28. I just picked up this Cynthia Rowley linen top at the bins. Very lightweight. It was 100% linen. It had a vacation landscape print to it, kind of art to wear. Great for if you're going on vacation or a cruise. And this did go for my full asking price of $18. I'm so happy somebody finally bought this dress. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous, super cute. This is ModCloth. I feel like that brand is not doing as well as it once did. I haven't been to their website in a while. Before when I did, I think they're kind of known more for like vintage inspired outfits, dresses, shirts, that kind of stuff. This was an A-line retro dress. It didn't have It didn't have a tag in it. I measured it out to be about 1X, so hopefully that's going to work. I did put measurements, and this would go for my full asking price of $38, and this was also picked up at the bins. This was a Toad & Co. dress. These style of dresses always do well. They're just kind of like a pullover, lightweight, stretchy dress. This one was organic cotton. It did have a little bit of a print to it in an extra large, which I don't normally find. Normally it's like small or medium that I find in these, and this did go for an offer of $23. This was kind of a surprising sale. I had picked up this robe and the Gryffindor one before Halloween. The Gryffindor one did sell during Halloween, which I was anticipating, but this one sold now. So I'm wondering if maybe someone's going to Disney World. I think they still have the Harry Potter, or is that Universal Studios? I don't know. Whichever one that has the Harry Potter experience or whatever, maybe they're going there. This was size youth medium, and this did go for $18. These Franco Sarto boots I picked up for myself. I actually wore them for a Halloween costume when I was Waylon Jennings. I got them at Goodwill, I think for $7.99. I thought maybe I'd keep them, but it's just really not my style, and I knew I'd never wear them again, so I did throw them up online. I've had these for over a year, but someone did finally pick them up for $30. Old Navy jean overalls I normally do fairly well with, especially in bigger sizes. These were a size 14, a slouchy straight. A really nice dark blue color, and these did go for $23. This one was one of my closet clear outs. These pants I have had for at least 2 years. I haven't gotten rid of them just because I like the print. The Odells, I believe that is kind of a more expensive brand. This maybe was a little bit popular years ago. These were a jogger style. I thought for sure when I got these, I looked up comps, I was like, oh, these are gonna go for so much money so quickly, and they did not. They finally went for an offer of $25. Next up is a pair of Eddie Bauer jeans. These were fleece lined, new with tag. They were a size 14. I've had these for over a year. I thought for sure these would have went a lot quicker just because they were new, a good size, fleece lined, but they did sit around. They finally did go for $25. The last item to sell on Poshmark were these Old Navy joggers. These were a size 4X, new with tags. I actually got these at the Old Navy store. That's a little tip I have to you. If you do have a location close to you, go check out their clearance section, especially in these extended sizes. A lot of times people will buy them online and then return it to the store, and the store, I believe, does not like bring it back to the website warehouse, so it just sits in the store. And I have found quite a few items there that are deeply discounted just because, you know, it's not inventory they normally have, so they just want it gone. These pants, I think I only paid like $1.98 for or something. I picked up a blue puffer coat that was like a 3X last winter, I believe. I got that for $4. I sold it for $40. So definitely a place to look. Make sure you look up comps. Not everything is going to go for, you know, a whole bunch of money. But these did end up going for an offer of $20. Now into Mercari. This was a Honey Love shaping cami tank top type deal. It was a 3X. I got this at Savers. I probably paid more than I should have. But with Honey Love, as long as it's somewhat a decent price, it flips fairly quickly. So I'm okay with putting a little bit more money into it. I probably spent like $6. So in reality, 6 into 23 isn't horrible, but I am just normally used to bins pricing. This one took like, I think 2 months to sell. Next up was a Disney Lilo and Stitch button front shirt. This did originally come from Walmart, but I got it at the bins. Someone got this for $14. This was a Maurice's dress. It was new with tags, had that whimsy goth look to it. I thought I had this listed on Depop. I don't know why I didn't, but it maybe would have sold over there quicker and for more money. But this finally did go for an offer of $22.50. This was also a bins pickup. Now into eBay. This was an Old Navy sale. This one was definitely from the early 2000s based on the tags. It's really giving Laguna Beach vibes, kind of California vibes. Size 10, I picked this up at the bins, and this one did go for an offer of $18. I'm not sure how to pronounce this brand. I think it's M. Jemmy. I have gotten other shoes from this brand in the past. They are very expensive new. Resale, from what I have found, is not as high, but these were still good. I got these at Goodwill. They had them in the normal section. I think I paid like $6 for them. They were pebbled leather, nice slip-on shoe, and these did go for my full asking price of $45, and these sold within a month. This denim jean dress was also picked up at the bins. This one I've had probably since summer. It was a size large. I used all the good keywords: cottagecore, prairie, rural, farmhouse, modest. This one did end up going for an offer of $30. This jacket I've had for a little bit. I knew I needed to find the right buyer just because it's kind of in your face print. It's snakeskin. It was leather. It's from the 90s, size medium. And this one did end up going for an offer of $30. This was a pretty fun find. I didn't know much about it when I saw it at the bins. I just really liked the color scheme and the fabric felt really nice. I put it on my rack to list and I just kept passing it because I was like, I don't want to have to put it on the mannequin and blah, blah, blah. Finally, I looked up the brand and I was like, I can't believe I've had this sitting on the rack. So these dresses are from the 60s, which I didn't know. I kind of had an idea that they were older than like 80s just based on the silhouette. I don't know much about the brand. From what I can tell, I believe that they are made in Hawaii. This was a size medium, and I listed this for $100. Someone came in right away and asked if I could do $75. I said, you know, I just listed it, $80 would be as low as I could go, and she bought it immediately. Since it was bought on eBay, I'm hoping she doesn't return it, but we'll see. This was a Torrid bra. This brand I have definitely slowed down in like their bras. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, they seem to move very slowly for me now. This one was new with tags, a size 46D. I got this at Goodwill, $3.99 I paid, had it for a while, and it did go for an offer of $25. These Lee regular fit jeans I picked up at the bins probably like a month or so ago. They're new with tags, size 12 long. I wasn't anticipating getting a bunch of money for these because I think these might be at Walmart, Lee, or maybe JCPenney's. I'm not sure where this line is, but I did get my full asking price of $22. This was the sale of the week, this gorgeous Bowden dress. This was at the place where I had my booth rental. I had been watching it until it would go on sale. I got it at 75% off, so I paid $15. I wish I would have had it before the holiday, just because this would have been perfect for Christmas. It was a plus size, which I've never found before in Bowden. It was a 2022, and this one did end up going for an offer of $85.49, and it is going to the United Kingdom. I think this is the only hard goods sale of the week. I picked up a box of vintage sewing accessories for a Singer sewing machine. When was that? 2 weeks ago, maybe? Maybe it was last week, I can't remember. But it had a whole bunch of different attachments, different feet for the sewing machine, and some like screwdrivers. That's what this is. Some old needles. I listed them all separately. I only paid, I think, $4 for the entire box of items, and I'm hoping to get close to like $50 if everything sells. This one sold, so it has paid for the whole box already, and it did go for an offer of $8. And then the last item to sell is a pair of silver jeans. These are skinny, plus size 22, pretty distressed. I kind of stay away from the distressing now unless they are like skinny jeans and plus size in silver jeans or can. Those are the only two that still kind of sell with that look. These did end up going for an offer of $24. So looking at the totals for this week, Poshmark $265 for 11 items sold, Mercari $59.50 for 3 items sold, eBay $447.39 for 10 items sold, Depop nothing. So my gross sales for the week is $771.89. After I take out my average cost of goods, shipping, all the fees on the platform, that leaves me with $506.38 for 24 items sold. So going into next week, I don't really have any new game plan. I will say I have been having a hell of a time finding good inventory. I don't know what's going on. The Goodwill's around me, the one that's closest to my house, it's like bare bones there. So I don't know what's happening there. The bins have been pretty bad. And not even so much like picked over, it's just like everything that's there, it just is kind of garbage. It's stained, it's nothing that I'm looking for. So like the last probably week or so of going to the bins, they only switch them out 3 times a week too, so that doesn't help me. But I've only been getting like anywhere from 4 to maybe 10 pounds a time, so that's really not helping with my wanting to up my listings. The place where I had my booth, I'm thinking that tomorrow they should have everything that was 75% off should be $1. Because they did post something yesterday that that was the last day to get the 75% off on those items, and then they should fall to $1. They didn't say that, but I'm hoping that's what happened, so I'll definitely go there tomorrow and look. I'll try the bins again tomorrow. Hopefully there's better items. It's almost noon now, so I think I'm going to go thrift at the store that's 80% off. I would have gone sooner this morning, but we were under a wind chill advisory, like -30 or something like that. and we got snow yesterday, so the roads were just like pretty much pure ice. If you're not used to those temperatures, at some point salt doesn't do anything on the roads. So it's just kind of like a free-for-all. So the sun has been out for a while, so I think that, you know, everything should be good to go. So I'll probably try that today. So my question for you guys this week is, what is your best-selling category so far for this year? I haven't like sat down and looked at all the numbers or anything, but just based off of what I remember packaging the most so far in the last 2 weeks, I've sold quite a few jeans, and unfortunately I haven't been finding very good jeans. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on them just because most of the jeans I'm selling are going anywhere from like 20 to 30, and I don't want to pay like $8 to $10. It is still a good return, but if it sits, that's a lot of money held up in one pair. I like to find them at the bins. So let me know in the comments below what the category is. And as always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give it a like. It really helps out the channel and I really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.